YTPC, Scott the Night Train Piper here. It's been a little while, and tonight I'm smoking Night Train. This is a blend I wanted to try for a while, and so I ordered it. Haven't tried it before. This is my second bowl. I tried a bowl last night, and I'll talk about that a little bit. Let me first start out by just telling you what this smells like, and see if it's the same as it was yesterday. Yep, pretty much. So I'm getting some sort of like a typical raisins, citrusy, fig, everything you expect from a Virginia blend. This blend is a mixture of Virginias. It says bright and fluke-hered Virginias. And then it also has Burley, a little bit of Cavendish, and some Perique. And it comes in a nice little crumble cake. So I'll show you that. The crumble cakes are one of my favorites just because I think it marries the flavors really well. So it's a block. And like with a lot of these crumble cakes, they have this big crumble cake and then they have a little tiny crumble cake too. So I'm not sure why C&D always does that, but it's something I've come to expect. So I already lit my bowl, and I've been smoking it. Like I said, I had a bowl yesterday, and smoked through that. Overall, my impression of it was it's very smooth smoke, very heavy in the Virginias. You don't really taste much nuttiness from the Burleys. It's mostly just a kind of a smooth, grassy, or more bready note in this. The Virginias I'm getting. And Perique, the only time I get the Perique really is on a retrohale. And that was how it was yesterday. And then the room note, I would say, is really cigarette-like. That's the only thing I can describe it, really. So maybe it's the Burleys coming out in the room note. It's not the best room note, okay, but that's counteracted by the smoke itself, the taste, which is very smooth. So they call this Night Train. I'm thinking the reason they're calling it a train is because it runs along so smoothly, and like if you've been on a good train ride, it's just like chugga 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 chugga, and it's soothing and sort of calm, and as you go along you hear the rhythm of the rails, right? And so that's this is a very smooth smoke. It's very non-offending except for the room note. Like I said, I think the room note's not so great, but it's just a very Virginia heavy, balanced blend. So I really like it. It's got all the right notes it hits for me as far as taste. Just a smooth smoke, like I said, and it's something I could smoke without any fear of tongue bite. I'm just I just blew through it last night, and I'm going to do the same thing now. So I'm about, just into this bowl. So I'm going to smoke this down a little bit and come back to it and see if it stayed smooth throughout the whole bowl. So I'll get down to the last part and come back. All right, so I pretty much smoked the whole bowl. I kind of got caught up in it. It's really, for me, I like this blend a lot. And it remained very Virginia forward. The Perique is there, but I didn't really get it too strongly, except for the retrohale. There are these nice little throughout the blend. There's these little sour notes you get sometimes, which might be citrus. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a Virginia thing that I've experienced before with Virginia blends. So it's just a really great smoke. I like it a lot for Virginia. I think what I'm going to do with this blend, though, is probably save it for, I'll smoke it sometimes through all seasons, I think. But I think it would be a good summer blend for me. just because these Virginias, I think of summer and Virginias. You know, as far as strength of this tobacco, I think it's pretty strong. I wouldn't put it much past medium, and I wouldn't put it in the strongest category of the tobaccos I've tried. You know, but the flavor is good. It's a strong flavor, I'd say, for it. Again, didn't really get a bite too much for the most part. When I first started this bowl, I used a bigger pipe than I used previously on this. I got a little tongue bite, just a hint of a tongue bite, really. But then it calmed down through the bowl, and that stopped. It's just was a cadence thing, I think. I think I needed to slow down a little bit. And once I did that, it was great. So that's why, again, I think of this as a summer blend. I think this is going to be great for the summer, you know. Just kind of a warm night under the stars, smoking this blend and enjoying the full flavor of it. And kind of smoking in a leisurely pace, I think is the key here. So, yeah, it's definitely a keeper for me. I'm glad, because I wasn't sure about this blend. I called myself Night Train because I like to freight train my tobaccos. I do it more often than not. And so I'm kind of happy that the actual tobacco called Night Train is a good one. So there you go. So I will leave you with that. And, oh, you know, what I've been up to lately, I'll just hit on that really briefly. I got new glasses. These glasses I have. And first time in, I think, 7 or 8 years, new glasses. And my prescription hadn't changed very much, so that's kind of nice. So, a little bit. These are a little stronger than my last pair. But it is nice to have some new glasses. My old glasses, during all the snow we had here, we had a lot of snow, like 6+ feet, 12 feet, and some for part of it. Just crazy how much snow we had. Epic day for California as far as snow. Epic weeks. We've had a lot of snow over several weeks. My glasses fell off. My old ones, they were plastic rims, and they fell off a couple times while I was shoveling snow, and they broke. So I was finally forced to get these new glasses. So I did, and I'm happy with them. So I guess that's it for me. And I hope you all have sweet smokes, and I'll talk to you all later.